listening to Gintalk. Go. We in the jungle, baby. Number one.
Yo, yo, yo. It's the Gintalk podcast with your boy Mike J. Groovy Drew and Shell not with us right now. But today we got a very, very, very special guest. You might have heard him on the FreeGems podcast. He's out there doing big things. So he's out there doing big things and everything. You know, got an album coming out, coming on all streaming platforms soon. Want y'all to give it up for Willmatic.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Welcome.
Appreciate y'all having me, brother.
Anytime. Well, welcome back. Like,
yeah, man. It's a welcome back, man. Look. I'm extended family at this point.
Might well say we made a great ass episode last time we was on.
Right.
Y'all about to take my head off when I was talking about
Hey, look, it's like a family reunion at this point.
You know
man.
what I mean?
Keep waking up.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man, Scatterbrains, man. I'm gonna tell you about that, man. So Trav sent me the link, told me to listen to it, and we was gonna just listen to it, talk about it. When I tell you, when I first hit play,
right,
bruh,
I don't
know who mixed it. I don't know the beat selection, bruh. That shit was hard. That was some real shit. Like on some from a hip hop head to another one, man. That shit was hard. Like you should be proud of that album.
I know. He take it back to like the old Kanye sample. No
yes,
idea.
Sir.
I don't get that feeling.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
yeah, man.
Point.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And look, and you know, I'm catching some flack, man, about a couple of these tracks with them samples, man. That's why it ain't officially out yet on all platforms. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, on a couple side platforms, SoundCloud, couple tracks on YouTube. You know what I mean? So we still working diligently to get some of those samples cleared, but we working on it.
That's good, man. That's good. So what was the inspiration to build this album? Like what was on your heart at the time? I understand there was like dark undertones and all that for the album, but what was on your heart for making this album?
Honestly, man, it was you know, really just displaying some of the things that I've been going through, bro. And honestly, it was, you know, one of them conversations with EJ after a podcast. And man, we just got to chopping it up. And I was, you know, just telling him, hey man, I want to put some of these poems and stuff that I've been writing for years. I want to put them on a beat, man, you know, because, you know, I've always been doing music. I produced for other rappers. So it wasn't something that was completely new to me. Just the idea to actually rap was new. And, you know, he encouraged it all the way. You know, if anybody know EJ, he gonna, look, if he believe in it, he gonna make sure that you do it. Once I put it out there into the universe, you know, he was like, hey, yo, Scatterbrain, stay on it.
Yeah, you gotta work on it. Yeah, so as long as I listen to the album, it's more like focused on mental health. Like, what's that? Like the whole theme of the album, like you said, you had some things going on. Like I know, and with mental health, like sometimes you need an outlet. It seems like this album was your outlet.
For sure, man. But you know, not only an outlet for myself, man, but you know, on some of the songs, I was really trying to make it a focus to. Yes, I'm speaking on my own personal experiences, but I'm saying it vaguely enough to where the listener can hear it and be able to identify with some of it. You know what I mean? So where not only am I speaking for myself, I can speak for an entire community. You know what I mean? On some of these topics, because like, you know, you take a track like SAM, and I'm talking about my grandmother, her passing away from cancer. I'm not the only one that has experienced that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people.
A lot of us have lost somebody, whether it was the cancer or whatever it was, but you know what it feels like to lose somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you hear that track and you can relate to it instantly.
Yeah, sure did. That's awesome, man. I know, we done said it. Yeah, you put a masterpiece together. Like, God dang, I listen. And then listen to it from my perspective. I have never in the Tri-City area heard a body of work that good from top to finish. Like, I like, dang, I call Mike. I like, man.
Like, he took his time. It's like, you could tell he took his time with it. Like, he wanted, it to hit, because it hits home and then it goes away and it comes back again, makes you feel. And you was like, was this whole thing like therapy to you? Was it like a therapy session? What you wanted to like making the songs?
Hey, look, what's crazy is, that's a good point, man, because a lot of people, they kind of frown upon it or they don't like to speak upon those kind of things, man. But I go to therapy, you know what I mean? So, though this was an outlet, I have other outlets as well. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was really just a focus on letting it be known that it's okay to put your outlet and make it a public form, like, such as music, and really just putting it out there for the world to be able to hear, digest it. And hopefully when somebody listens to this project, they're able to kind of face those things that they also going through.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, cause me, like, I work in mental health, so I done seen every aspect of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, like you say, you go to therapy. Like, some people are afraid to go to therapy. They don't know how to get in touch with the therapist. But like, you putting this project out really probably help them. They listen to it like, man, okay, dang, this make me feel better. Okay, for me to go and seek help, go and find a therapist too. Yeah, that was good. Look, the whole concept was super dope, in my opinion.
Ain't nothing wrong with therapy, bro, because at the end of the day, mental health is still just health at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the same way you go and see about your knee or your back, you know what I'm saying?
See about your mind.
Go see about your mind, man. It's the same.
Yeah. And so making albums like this, because I think it's like a few years ago, like people started really coming out campaigning for mental health, because in the Black community, people are ashamed about, mental health. You can go to somebody, say you feeling depressed. Some people just say, hey, toughen that shit out, or, prayer. But what comes with prayer, you got to put in with action. So I think everybody, and then you putting out this album, you gotta, you saying you got supporters and everything listening to you and everything. They're gonna relate with you, and you know what? Because right now, after the show, I'm gonna ask you about your therapy. I really need to go to therapy too. You know what I'm saying? Because I think everybody needs to go through that.
I recommend you to Who I See and Everything, brother. I'm all about it.
Yes, sir. Because like they said, like, hurt people, and some people just really need to, exercise their mind. So, and that's part of the step. So you coming out, speaking on your issues on the album and everything, it's gonna, relax some people and say, maybe I need to go to therapy. Maybe I need to unpack a lot of stuff, a lot of trauma I've been through.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, because what it is like, I grew up in a loving household, don't get me wrong, but my household that I grew up in, it wasn't one of those things where we talked about mental health. You know what I mean? Like you said, it was kind of like, oh man, you'll be all right, brush it off. You know what I mean? Life is coming full steam ahead, man. It's a lot more bumps and bruises on the way, but you got it. It was one of them kind of households. You know what I mean? Encouraging, but the term mental health wasn't ever thrown around. The term, man, I'm feeling depressed, wasn't thrown around. Or what is depression? What does that even look like? What does anxiety look like? Those type of conversations wasn't being had. So once I started learning about those kind of things, it's like, well, maybe that is something I need to seek help about. You know what I mean? I took those avenues and I took advantage of it.
Yeah.
What you got to do, like you said, like seek, you know what I'm saying? Understand, like understand and seek. Like once you understand it, then the proper steps to get better and get the proper help. Because there's a lot of people like wandering around here, like when their anxiety acting up, but like they're getting those deep depression, don't know what to do, don't know what avenue to take. Like that's why I said, like, therapy is a must. We need to teach that. Like, it's okay to go and see a therapist. It's okay to talk to somebody. Like, not just talk to everybody, not just put it on social media, because a lot of times they can hurt the situation instead of help it. So a lot of times we need to seek professional help and get that help in that just somebody to listen, like, because you don't want to just go out there and talk to anybody. Next thing you know, everybody knows, then it may put you in a worse spot than you would than where you already was. So it's always good to go and find your therapist, somebody you can relate to and talk to about issues that's going on.
That's real, bro, because you know what I'm saying, a lot of folks want to talk to their family, but like you said, they know their family, they talk to everybody. You know what I mean? So you go and tell your folks your business and confidentiality, and now your auntie that you ain't heard from in 2 years know what you're going through.
I know it. Like, dang. Did you know?
That's true, man. And that's the whole thing with like social media nowadays. Like back in the day, people probably handle it, bullying and all that differently. But nowadays, your business out there and the whole state know your whole business, and that'll take a toll on somebody. So back in the day, it probably a 30-mile radius, somebody know your business. Nowadays, it's about somebody in freaking London done saw you, then got your ass whooped, or done saw you make an embarrassing video, and it takes a toll on people, and people don't know how to deal with, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, they don't know how to deal with embarrassment, and then sometimes they go over the edge and make a permanent decision for a temporary problem. So
you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right, man. And that's what we try not to do, man. We trying to educate while we can, before it's too late. Like I say in the album, man, it ain't never too late until it's too late.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean? That temporary pain, man, that you're going through, it will subside at some point. And man, one of the constant themes, or one of the things I want people to take away from it is, man, at the end of the day, bro, it's like a puzzle. When you dump that puzzle out, you might be scattered everywhere, but you best believe you can be put back together, you can be whole again. So like, just how you might be feeling broken or scattered that one moment, you might be feeling that pain, that hurt, it all can come back together, man. Just in due time, in God's time. Take a little patience.
Yeah, it take patience. It take time. Time heals most wounds. I ain't gonna go with the cliche. It heals all wounds. Time heals most wounds. So like you saying, like this is like with reacting to something that's happened to you. You take before you react, take 10 seconds to think about it. Like you said, don't let a temporary feeling and don't take a permanent don't make a permanent action over temporary feeling, because it's no reversing that. Once you do that, there's no coming back from that. I think that we need to get people to understand and stuff.
There's better routes to what people are going through these days. Like people just, and I think it's a lot of trauma, unpacked trauma that feeds off of that hate, that anger, that depression. A lot of people feel like they ain't got a good support system. And so when you ain't got a good support system and you ain't got no mentors to guide you, then sometimes you just gonna be in limbo, don't know where to go. Sometimes you get out, and sometimes some people don't make it. And now what everybody's trying to do is trying to guide people, this new generation, to, hey, you hit rock bottom, you can always climb up. But nowadays people they get on social media, they see these influencers, I call them professional flexers, and they feel like that's the life. No, I'm just saying that's just the life. They just said that's the life. But they don't see what happens behind closed doors.
That's for sure. It's a highlight reel.
Yeah, it is. That's ain't nobody say low lights. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much it. Highlight reel.
One thing I can say though about social media, man, like you said, you mentioned earlier that a lot of people are kind of putting awareness on it and they're kind of speaking on it a little more freely. What I challenge people to do, man, and I'm trying to get better at it myself, is instead of just posting about it, like when the month of May rolling around, Mental Health Awareness Month, and instead of just posting about it and spread awareness, some of us that understand the wellness and understand some of the routes that we can take to start getting some of this healing, we got to start sharing that information.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you said, hey, after the pod, you know what I'm saying, you're going to ask me about the whole therapy situation. That's the kind of information that we got to start putting out, man.
Yeah.
We got to put out the information on how people can actually receive the help, not just putting a hashtag, putting, mental health.
And sharing, because like you said, that's cool, but let's be honest, that's not really effective. Like, we need to get people proper help. Need to start connecting people with therapists, connecting people with groups that can help them through those times. Because May, we're in May, we're about to be middle of the year. Like in a couple months, we are entering the holiday season, and everybody know that's one of the toughest time for a lot of people who have lost some pilots and lost people. So we need to start building those support groups. Connect people with there. We need a whole network to connect people so they can have support during those tough times. Even sometimes, even when school started, we're in a couple months we'll get started. Kids going off to college, kids going to the high school going to a next level, like all those things can trigger mental health or like get to a spot like dang, I'm by myself again, or starting over, like the lonely feeling. So we need, like that's what I say, we need that network. It's very important for us to start establishing those networks, not just sharing and talking about we can talk about it all day, but sharing and get on social media posts. We just need those networks to actually reach out and touch somebody instead of just sharing.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I agree, bro. Like, and you got to start young.
Yeah.
You got to start young. It can't. I mean, ain't nothing wrong receiving the information when you in your 20s, your 30s, shoot, your 40s, 50s. But if we can start it young and just break that stigma that, hey, man, maybe I do need a little outside help. No matter where it's coming from. And like I said, it don't even necessarily got to come from a trained professional. You just need somebody that you can confide in, somebody can give you level-headed advice.
Yeah, like level-headed.
Yeah, level-headed advice now, because and anybody gives them advice.
I promise you hit a dead head on the head, level-headed, because we losing so many people to not just mental health, just like some people, like they be upset and they talk to somebody and they make them even more upset and they gonna do something off like just out of rage, and it's costing their life or somebody else's life get lost in the situation too. So it's important, like you hit it right on the head. We say level head. We need more level headed people. Like sometimes you need some people just that is just there to just listen. Like a lot of people out there can just listen. You can give me your opinion later, but let me get this off my chest, and then we can come up with something. But you need level-headed people and people that can actually listen to you.
And you gotta
listen, man. Real life listen too. Don't listen to respond. Listen to get understand.
Yeah,
exactly.
You gotta be in a good environment. You can't be in a toxic environment. You get in a toxic environment, you ain't gonna grow. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
But there's a difference of being, like Travis saying, holding people accountable. And then you got people who just being plain up toxic, and then putting shit in your feet and shit in your head. So people keep on feeding you shit, you're gonna feel like shit, and you're gonna do crazy ass shit.
But so you ain't lying, boy.
Yeah, so you gotta be around uplifting people, but at the same time, they're gonna hold you accountable and be like, hey, you better than this. Why you doing this? You way better than that. Why you gonna do that? Why you wanna go shoot him? For over a girl? There's all these women out here, man. And that's the thing. People got a lot of yes men. They ain't got a lot of friends, real friends. You know what I'm saying? And you can see all this shit. Like, the whole world is fucked up because of yes men and some sucker ass shit.
Right. Hey, man, look, everybody needs an accountability partner, man. No matter who it is. It can be your spouse, it can be your homeboy, it can be your homegirl, no matter who it is. We all need an accountability partner, man. You know.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. There, we need that accountability partner.
And if you can get more than one, that's even better.
Yeah, I know it. The more the merrier. Like you need somebody to call you on your shit. Everybody needs
somebody gonna be like, "Hey, yo, you ain't like I got folks that hit me up. They know. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna put it out there. They know Wednesdays is therapy day. You know what I mean? So they gonna hit me up Tuesday night. Hey, yo, don't be late. You know what I mean? And best believe. Some of them got so good, they know around the time it's gonna end. You know what I mean? So they be like, this, yo, how was it? Yeah. And if I don't respond, they know I'm on some bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's kind of people you need.
Right. And they, like I said, they're gonna hold me accountable every time. So I mean, those kind of people I need around me, man. And thankfully I've been able to get some of those people around me to where they're gonna hold me accountable every step of the way.
Yeah.
And I gotta do the same thing for them.
Yeah, exactly.
People scared to do that. People are scared of that whole stigma, like what you're saying. Like, and another thing, when you're saying about like we gotta start young, we also gotta just put it out there, that stigma of being afraid of getting help or being in the shameful. We need to start shaming the people who are shaming the folks trying to get some help. Ain't nothing wrong getting help. Right. Just because you go to therapy doesn't mean like, oh, something wrong with you or you this because you calling people crazy and shit. Nah, if you want. You got to respect the people who want to change their life or want help. You just can't shame people. And that's the wrong approach to everything.
And bro, like I said, bro, mental health is still just health. So if you're going to apply the person out there in the gym out there getting it in, and apply the next man out there for trying to make sure they mind right too, bro.
Yeah. Exactly.
Your mind is a muscle.
Yeah, you got to work it.
So the same way you gonna applaud the person out there for quote unquote, getting in shape. Applaud the next person for getting their mind in shape too, man. Because like I said, it's a muscle as well.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. So let's go back into the album. Like, so did you do all the production, or how did you pick the production for this album?
So now I didn't do any production on this album, which was very hard for me being a producer.
Yeah.
It was hard, but it was easy. I tell you why it was hard. It was hard because as a creator, I can be a little selfish. You know what I mean? So a part of me wanted to be like first album, other than I got beat projects that people can check out. But as far as me actually rapping, this is the first one. This is the introduction. So as a creator, I was like, man, I kind of want to, tackle this whole thing from top to bottom: production, writing, mixing, mastering, recording, everything.
Yeah.
But then when it really came down to it, and it was like, man, if I make all these beats, I ain't gonna ever get to the rapping part, man, because me being a producer, I'm gonna be critiquing the beat. You know what I mean? Like, let me go back and do this to the beat instead. And them drums ain't really knocking the way I think they knocking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend more time doing that than actually writing. So I had to kind of let go a little bit, man, and be like, put my pride to the side. And thankfully I got a good rapport with a good a few of the producers that I worked with on this album, and a couple of them I ain't never worked with before. So I mean, that what made it easy, man. Having a rapport, even if it is just surface level business wise, but seeing these guys, actually having conversations with them through text message or email or Instagram, and just getting an understanding for who they are. And then it was easy for me to then reach out to those people for that production. Trusting them with the sound that I was trying to accomplish.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it was dead on like that. Hey.
He was on some executive producer shit, man. He said, I gotta make it like this.
Yeah, and I mean that's what it really came down to with some of them, man. Like the ones I got a actual relationship with is like, hey, look, I'm looking for this. This is what I need. And I was able to get that from them, man. Like I said, I got a couple sampling issues that I'm working through, but I'm confident it's gonna get resolved.
Yes, sir. So,
hey, Kelly Finnegan, man, I need that beat clear, man. Email me back, please. Email me back, Mr. Finnegan, please.
Come on. He said he's gonna give you a percentage.
Hey, man, look. hey, we can work out the fine details later, man. Hey, I got my money good.
So, what producers inspired you to want to make beats and everything?
Man, bro, my favorite producer. Hey, okay, then we got somebody else. Got more people hopping on here. What's going on? What's going on with it? But hey, man, my favorite producer is Ninth Wonder, and you know what I mean. He's one of my biggest influence when it just comes to like sampling and really just his whole swing, you know what I mean, when he does production. That's actually where my name, my producer name comes from. A lot of people don't know, but when Ninth Wonder raps, he goes by Ninthmatic. So a lot of folks don't even know that Ninth got some songs where he actually rapping. You know what I mean? And he goes by Ninthmatic. So that's where Willmatic comes from. A lot of folks assume that it's Illmatic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
that's what I thought it was.
You know what I'm saying? Nas is one of my rapping influences for sure, but that's not where my producer name comes from. But I mean, Ninth Wonder, and then DJ Premier.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I bring it back to the South. Lex Luger. You know what I mean? When living in the South, you gotta have some South influences for sure. And Lex Luger was the one that really had me like, yo, my drums gotta sound like that.
Oh yeah. He grandfathered a lot of that sound, especially with the FL Studio and stuff with those drums and stuff. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And he don't really get his just due like he should. You know what I mean? When it comes to just 808 Mafia and things like that whole sound, that was his.
Yeah, I saw that documentary, man. That shit was it was like, damn, bro.
Yeah. I give y'all one more producer. I said Ninth. I said DJ Premier. I said Lex Luger. I'm gonna go Alchemist, bro. I'm gonna go Alchemist, man.
Okay.
Man.
From the new to the old, man. He got a wide range, bro. Like the production he making now sounds nothing like the production he was making back then, bro. So
he involved. Him and I like him and Harry Fraud and Fraud. Yeah, they
Harry Fraud.
Yeah.
I mean, I can give y'all producers all day, but I ain't trying to bore y'all to death.
I feel.
You know what I mean?
You discuss. I mean,
hey, look, man, bro. I can go all day with producers, bro. Because I could easily name Dre, and I ain't gonna get into that though. Because the last conversation I had about Dr. Dre made me mad. I was really out here tripping.
Yeah, don't sit him.
I touched on it briefly, but I was at a concert, man, and I don't even know how we got on the subject. And he was like, man, Dre ain't top 15 producers. I was like, top 15? Okay, bro.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, they tripping. How old
and
he
was
like 19?
And musically, there was somebody I respected. I was like, you know, they're like, I value your opinion. Damn. He about lost all my respect that day. And I would be the one to be cool with.
All this damn tracks he done composed and shit. What?
Yeah, man. I ain't get it, man. He was bugging that day. I think he might have been on some expensive weed or something.
Yeah. But it's all like everybody has their favorite producers. So
yeah.
I think we touched on it on the last episode you was up here about like favorite rappers. But and you saying you say you came up with beat tapes. This is your first album rapping?
First album rapping. I think I have 9 beat tapes, 8 or 9, something like that. So I got quite a few of those, man, and a lot more to come, man. I'm always producing, so I mean that was kind of my first, I guess you could say, lane, man, when it was just come to trying to make some music off my make some money off my music. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Other than just selling directly to a rapper or a singer, whoever it is I was trying to sell the music to, I was putting them on streaming platforms, and surprisingly enough, some of them were doing really well, man. It was really moving some numbers for me, and I was like, you know what I mean? So like that was my first time like seeing like any kind of money from music, you know, even if it was just, you know, a few dollars. It was like,
exactly.
It's actually generating some income, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Any project is a good project, especially when it's something, especially as a passion project. That's what we say, even with this, with the podcast, and like anything we make is always like, oh, dang, somebody like besides us. So yeah, right. It is always good look though.
Shout out,
yeah, man, because like for me, it was never even really about the money. Like I was just doing it because I like to do it.
Yeah.
And once I found out how to put it on all platforms, it was just like upload this one, upload that one. And it was just like candy. I was just giving it away at that point.
That's good. So when you in the zone, like what's the whole mindset when you writing your raps? Like from your favorite artist, what brings you the energy? What artist gives you that energy to write and go into the studio and make that album? Cause that album was good, and that's your first rapping album,
bro. Be your first album,
bro. Yes, sir. That was good.
I mean, as far as like rap influences, I can tell you this: when I'm writing for the album, I try not to listen to too much anything.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Simply because just like I don't be wanting to be too influenced. Obviously, I got musical influences, so I can name those people for you. But when I'm writing music, or you know, trying to get into the zone to write music, I'm playing a beat. I'm only really playing the beat. I ain't really trying to hear nothing else. I'm trying to understand the beat. I'm trying to feel the beat. I'm trying to know when the beat gonna do this and when it's gonna switch, all that, so I can, you know, try to understand what pocket I'm trying to go in. But I mean, as far as his musical influences, I would say that gets me in the mood to rap. People like people like Big Crit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Big
Who
Crit,
don't get his just due?
Who don't get his just due, man. You don't want to get me started down that rabbit hole either, man. you know, he don't get his just due, man. But to me, one of the hardest to do it, bro. Coming out the South, especially. So I mean, Crit, you know, he definitely inspired me to go at this rap shit a little harder. Kendrick, of course, Cole, Shoe Man, Pusha T new album.
Yes, sir.
Pusha T new album. When I heard that and just hearing, especially the production. Now Scatterbrain.
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
Scatterbrain was already done, so like the production wise, I can't say influenced me, but just hearing that production made me feel like, yeah, the same way that production on Pusha T album is kind of capturing or carrying the mood of the album. That's how I want Scatterbrain to be. So when I heard that, it was kind of like confirmation a little bit, like that's what I was trying to do too.
Oh man.
What else? Who else influencing, man? Ice Cube forever. That's my favorite rapper, Ice Cube. You know what I mean?
Cube.
Yeah, man. Cube's ability to story tell and put things in a simpler fashion, but still be able to picture for you. That's something that was always attractive to me with Cube's writing style. It's like, though he's painting this intricate story for you, it's always been simple enough where anybody can get it.
Yeah, I like rappers like that too. I like storytelling. Like I said on the last, that's why Scarface my favorite rapper, because like storytelling. Like I think that what I think. I love rap now. I think that there's a part of the game that is kind of missing. That storytelling. Like that's why Kendrick's so good. He tells stories like you can he can paint a picture in your mind. I love that kind of that in rap. Like man, I love that.
Kendrick is definitely part of that dying breed. I ain't gonna say dying breed. I don't want to say that. He's definitely the standout when it comes to that though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He does it at such a high level to where he definitely stands out when he does his storytelling, which is pretty much every time he gonna get into it.
We feel like Christmas tonight, goddamn it! That nigga
that's all we waiting on.
Right.
What's a favorite sample that you use? I don't know if y'all said that already.
Favorite sample that I use, just on any beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've sampled Anita Baker. You know what I mean? I've sampled recently I on Scatterbrain. I produced one track on there. I'm not rapping on this. A track where one of my great friends, Samantha DaCosta, she did the Spanish interpretation of the poem that I wrote, Scattered Thoughts. I produced that, and on that I sampled Strange Fruit, Nina Simone's version though.
Oh yeah.
So I had a lot of fun doing that. Thankfully I was able to get that one cleared and straightened away. I thought that would be enough to come back. But I was able to get that squared away, man. So I enjoyed doing that one. What else have I sampled? I've sampled this one ain't out, so you won't be able to find this one. But recently I sampled When I Get to Heaven by Ice Cube. That's on Lethal Injection. It's crazy. When you hear the I guess that's a flute in the very beginning that's playing throughout it. I sampled that. But it's chopped up though. It's on some real I guess you could say Ninth Wonder-ish vibe, but I sampled that from that song. So I mean, I don't know, man. There's a few, bro. I love sampling, man. So anytime I can find one, you know what I mean, I'm trying to chop it up, man. I'm loading it up.
And I think sampling is fun as hell because you just take another piece of art and turn it into yours. But like you said, it's always you gotta get that okay, that green light to use it sometimes.
Well, see, okay, so let me tell you how that works. In all reality, it ain't really the producer's job to get the sample clear.
That's true. I heard that too. So
yeah,
it's the artist.
Yeah, it's the artist.
It's really the artist. And so that's the tricky thing. Like, a producer can really go sample whatever it is they want to sell and can sell you that beat on their website.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean? You just might find yourself in a situation like I found myself in, man. I heard the sample and, I bought it and I knew the risk. But you only can really hope that producer communicate with you and be like, hey, this sample not clear. You know what I mean? it's really just a common courtesy thing, man, for a producer to go get a sample clear because he or she don't necessarily have to do that.
Yeah.
Now me, I try to sample all my clear all my samples prior. Shout out to sites like TrackLib. TrackLib make it easy for you. Go on there, you can pay by however much you decide to sample. You know what I mean? So if you only use 15 seconds worth, you only pay 15 seconds worth. So that sites like that really make it easy for you. So if you're using something like that, and when that producer by that beat, he ain't got nothing to worry about.
Oh man, that's dope. What's the name of the site again?
TrackLib.
Yeah, TrackLib. TrackLib.
I used it and I had it on auto pay on my shit, and I left it alone for about a few months. I came back there, I got like 60 credits on that bitch.
Oh yeah, but hey, use them or send them my way.
I said, I'm about to go back on that bit because, like you said, they got. And you say you gotta get like a sampling license, like $50 for a sampling license and all that.
Yeah. So I mean, you pay for it up front, and then pretty much, like you said, you get your credits, and then you select however much. Once you find whatever it is you want to sample, they have now at the bottom to where you highlight the part that you want to sample, and you pay for that part. You know what I mean? So you're not paying to clear the whole song because you're not using the whole song.
Yeah. I like that dope. When you get the sample, you can put a trap drum roll over and see how it sounds in the trap, and then all the other stuff and all that shit.
Right. Yeah, man. They really didn't open it up, man. They made it really where really you ain't got no excuse, man. If you and on the flip side, for one of the tracks I did have to get sampled on my own, I ended up just finding the sample on TrackLib from I don't know if that's where the producer got it from, but because TrackLib had it, I just went and bought it. So, you know what I mean? It really do make it easy. If you can find it on TrackLib, it make it easy for you to go and handle your business.
Yeah.
My next question is, what I already know I know the answer to this question for you. What makes you stand out from everybody else around here, like in the Tri-City area? Like, what you think? When you put this album out here, what would make you stand out against everybody else around here?
I got a lot of partners and homegirls that do music, so I don't want to shit on them. And then they got
hey man, some I know, but sometimes they poppy shit though. Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm a poppy, but what I'm saying, at the same time, like I said, I really just try to say the truth, man. At the end of the day, because I can only be as authentic as I can. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to be authentic every time. As you heard on this album, ain't no need in me trying to stretch the truth. You know what I mean? I'm just being vulnerable, I'm being raw, and I'm being authentic to myself, man. And a lot of us in the Tri-City area, we all try to be authentic, but there's also, you always gonna have others in the city that's kind of just painting a broader picture to where maybe it's not authentic to them, but it might be authentic to somebody else. And ain't nothing wrong with that either. You know what I mean? Like, I'm giving you the politically correct answer, man.
I noticed. I wasn't gonna say
that.
Look, however it is you want to get your bread, man. I ain't mad at it, man. But just for me, I'm just gonna try to be authentic as possible, man. So, it's actually more raps on the way, believe it or not. This was supposed to be a one-off thing.
Man, no, you need to keep going,
doing it, man.
Listening to this project, I'm like, man, like I said, I haven't heard nothing better than this in a while. The closest albums I don't listen to from around here, they got the flow and production that's like kind of close to yours, especially the beat selection is like C Black.
C Black, that's the homie. That's the homie.
Else, like, I don't see nobody else like doing it at your level, especially with the beat selection. I like, man, you picking beats like Ross and stuff like that.
Hey man, that means a lot because C Black been doing it for a long time, man. He's a staple in the city. You know what I mean? Black on Broadway, you've seen it. He did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he had some amazing people with him as well, man. He had Rhea with him. He had my boy BG on the track. You know what I mean? He had some very powerful people with him, man, that he brought along for that journey, man. But so, to even say that I put out a project that's in that same vein, man, I appreciate it, man, because C Black, like I said, he a staple, bro. He he been doing this for a while, man. He don't get his just due when it comes to the city.
Yeah, I said, man, this is a great project here. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, this was the best one I heard this year, especially from around here. Like, I was like, dang, it ain't even out yet. I said, well, they get a whiff of this.
Right.
Yes, sir. That shit was hard, man.
Absolutely. Hey, man, hey, when they do hit on all streaming platforms, it might be a couple extra tracks on there too, man, because you never know. Like I said, if the songs with the sample clearing issues, if they don't quite make it, you'll be able to find the deluxe on YouTube with those songs on there on YouTube, SoundCloud, and just for the wait, man, because it should have been out already. It was supposed to come out May 6th.
Yeah.
I'm already behind the curve, man. So just to kind of make it up, you know what I mean? 2 additional tracks will be on there, man. Folks don't really know that, so that's a Gintalk exclusive, man. 2 additional tracks will be on there.
You heard it here first.
And you heard it first. That'll be 2 more tracks.
Funk Master Flex. Funk Master.
Hey man, before we get up out of here, man, like, what you want? Like, I know we probably asked this at the beginning, but I want to I want you to let our viewers know, like, what you want everybody to get from this album.
Man, honestly, bro, the only thing I want people to get from this album, man, is again, I touched on a little bit, but just that you can be whole again, man, and that your situation, you are always above your situation, man. Hey, EJ said it best, man. EJ and his wife were 10 feet, man. You 10 feet above your current and past situations. And that's what this album really is all about, man. Through all your circumstances, your trauma, whatever it is that you've been going through, you are above the situation. You are not your trauma. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
As long as you can grasp that concept that you are not your trauma, you know what I mean? And actually, if somebody take the time to translate the poem that I wrote that's being recited in Spanish, I say that. You know what I mean? I'm not scatterbrained. You know what I mean? That's just a condition that I've grown accustomed to just dealing with. But I am not of that. I am not of depression. I'm not of anxiety, man. At the end of the day, I'm a human first. I'm a son. You know what I mean? I'm a spouse. You know what I mean? I am made up of so many other things. I am not of these conditions, man. These man-made conditions.
Mm-hmm. You like you said, you done grown above that. Yeah, that was a good saying. Man.
So at the end of the day, man, that's what I want you to take away from it, bro. You can be whole again, man, and you're above your current and past situations.
Yeah, hey man, that was a great message. You know what I'm saying? So like when you expect the album to drop?
Hey man, look, the goal is to get it out before May ends. You know what I mean?
Everybody just keep checking everyone.
Just keep typing in my name, man. Keep hitting refresh, brother. It's gonna pop up one of these days. Before May out though, you will definitely have it. It'll definitely be out on most platforms before May ends for sure. And you know what I'm saying? Them 2 extra songs gonna be on there, man. I'm gonna make sure I do everybody right.
Sexy. Again, y'all a bonus. Like I said, y'all got this exclusive here. So yeah.
With a bonus track featuring Gintalk.
Hey man, hey look, y'all might have to spin a couple something on there, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey look.
Trav ain't gonna do nothing but laugh on it.
Hey look, that's cool. That's cool, man. Hey look, we laugh at them problems.
Yeah.
He can laugh right there.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
He be laughing at the wrong shit sometimes. We ain't gonna get on that.
Got any more questions, Michael?
Nah, man. I want to just say, man, I appreciate you blessing us. You know what I'm saying, with this album, man, and keep on doing what you're doing, man.
You sound low, Mike.
He sound low.
I heard what he said. Though. I heard what he said. I appreciate it, man.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, man, coming up here, man, for your first album rapping, man. Man, keep on doing it, man. Keep blessing the city. Keep on doing what you're doing, and keep sending the message, man. Because trust me, you're gonna spark a light. You're gonna spark somebody listen to this album.
Right. Hey, look, I'm gonna drop this here for y'all first too, man. Hey, look, the goal is to have a social panel, man, to where I'm gonna have some prominent people around the city, man, that really speak on some of these issues that I touch on in the album. And you know, man, hey, honestly, and I would love for y'all to come up there and speak, man. So, hey, when it's in motion, I got to be able to reach y'all, man.
Hey, man, anytime, man.
Hey, look, man. Yeah, bro. You know, so that's the thing, man. Is the album is important, but it's not the end all, man. We trying to push wellness and make sure that's the forefront, man. 'Cause that's what the album really all about. You know, like I said, dark undertones, all of that is in there, but at the end of the day, man, you should be able to see that light at the end of the tunnel. So we're gonna have those panels, you know, and I need y'all to come on there and I need y'all to spit, man. I need y'all to really drop knowledge. Because, like I said, we all go through it on some shape, form, or fashion. So it'll mean a lot, man.
Yeah, let us know. You know, we in there.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You got any last question, Drew?
All right. Say, I'm not gonna say if, but when you get far with your rapper, who's what's a collaboration you would like to do?
Collaboration?
Yeah.
It said maybe somebody like Big Crit, man. Like I said, Crit is one of those people for me, man, that, like I said, I feel like he don't get his just due, man. I feel like he can rap with the best of them.
Yeah,
you know,
me too.
And if you listen to
it,
and produce with the best of them, like I said, look, see, do a threat. And a lot of people may not realize it, but beyond all the Trump music that Crit make music that really has that same kind of substance, man. He talk about some of the same things that I touched on in his album, man. So to get his perspective would also be dope, man. So maybe somebody like Crit, somebody like Conway the Machine, man. If y'all haven't heard,
yes, sir.
Y'all haven't heard Conway's latest project, man, is laced all throughout it. It's laced all throughout it, man. He really opened up on that project, man. So somebody like them too, man. That'll be the ones I want first. Crit, Conway.
Oh yeah, they'll fit your style perfectly. Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Making all them know him.
Mike, Conway, man. That nigga be going hard.
All right, well, again, Will, man, we want to thank you for coming on, man, blessing us.
Hey, man, thank you for having me.
Interview anytime, man. And like I said, blessing when it does come out, blessing the world with this project, awesome project. Like, it's great from top to bottom production, the flow, everything is great on here. And like I said, you know what I'm saying, anytime you welcome, anytime you want to come back, hey, just let us know, man. Shout out to you too.
All you gotta do is invite me, man. I'm in there.
You know what I'm saying? You bring the FreeGems, we can talk about music again, get into another debate, man. You know what I'm saying?
We can do that too. We can do that too. All that.
Hey, are you gonna do like any live shows around the city or
live shows? So I mean, okay. So as far as the live shows go, my plan is to, when I do these panels, I will have a set at those panels, man, because I really don't want to shift the focus and make it all about the music. The music is important, but I don't want to. It's more than just an album at the end of the day for me. So I mean, you know, I might do a couple sets of the, you know, at the social panels that I do. I got a couple of situations set up to where I have a live band, and you know, I might do some tiny desk-ish. You know what I mean? Something like that. But as far as around the city, man, you know, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. I've talked to a couple of people around the city, man. So it's a possibility, man. It's something like that can happen. But you know, at the end of the day, I just don't want the music to take away from the message.
From the message, yeah, I feel you on that. Hey, man, like I said, man, Scott Brains coming soon. I think everybody, y'all need to check out this project. Like, you want to thank Will for coming on. And Mike, you take the last part.
And once again, we'd like to thank Willmatic, coming on, blessing us. And it's going to come out soon. When it comes out, we're going to go ahead and share it. And I want y'all to enjoy this body of work. So,
An awesome body of work.
Yes, sir. So,
I appreciate it, man. Hey, look, Scatterbrain coming out soon, man. Willmatic. You can find me on Instagram at will_k.i.g. You can find me on Twitter, man. Willmatic Beats, and on all streaming platforms, Willmatic Beats. Hey, keep hitting refresh, man. It's gonna pop up.
It's gonna pop up. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you actually can catch one of the singles already. Blood on the Leaves is already out on all streaming platform, man. So keep listening to that one, man. To that album drop, it's on the way.
Y'all heard it here first. So we appreciate y'all tuning in with us. You know, we hope we gave y'all some information. We'll provide some information for y'all, and we're just gonna keep on doing it. Yes, sir. So this has been the Gen Talk Podcast, and as always, we in the jungle, baby.
We in there.
Good night. Stop.
It was a good episode.